All right, day 52, welcome. I'm Anna. So a daily habit, we're creating a daily habit, strength, mobility. We're building our strong foundation. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you are right. So you just go along with everything that you can, and anything you can't, you work towards. Interpret within yourself the way your body's going to move. And get boss, get strong, get flexible, become more mobile, become in tune with thyself. Right, so we're going to start with our sun salutation A for our warm-up. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Feet hip width apart. We're going to take a nice big inhale, hands above head. And then we're going to connect them at the top. We're going to exhale and bring them down past the midline of our body, back to our side. All right, we're going to take a nice big sweeping motion. As we do so, we're going to engage those glutes. Inhale deeply, back bend, keeping those feet nice and grounded. We're going to exhale. We're hinging at our hips and we're folding forward. Bend the knees if you need to. We're going to inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Now we find the floor with our hands. We step back to a high plank. So we've got our high plank. Take the knees down if you need to. We inhale, shifting forward slightly. And then we exhale, we come down, we tuck the elbows towards the body. Upward dog on the next inhale, or cobra, push away that floor. Exhale, downward dog. And in our downward dog, we breathe. 3 to 5 rounds of breath. We move. By now, if you're following along, you should know we take our hips from side to side, we bend our knees, we find movements within our own bodies that feel good. And this is where we do our body scan, paying attention to the sensations, any tension we may be holding on to. We want to work that out today, every day. Right, looking up between the thumbs. We slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. We take our hands to our knees. We flatten that back. We exhale. We fold forward. We let our head drop. We take a nice big inhale up, hands above head, back to thy center. Right, we've got our yogi squat now. So our feet are about as wide as our mat. And we come down with our butts and we find our yogi squat. So we're going to take our hands together. We're going to push those knees out with the elbows. And we're just going to rock from left to right, keeping that back as straight as we can. Breathing, cool, calm, and controlled. And if you have problems with this specific pose, which a lot of people do, believe it or not, you can sit on a block. You can just come here, even if you are just starting here. And you slowly get further and further down the more you practice. All right, hi Snowy. We are going to take a nice big inhale. We're going to push out those knees. And then on an exhale, we're going to open up our arms and we're going to take our left arm up. Take our gaze with it, exhaling fully, inhaling, coming back, pushing those knees out. Let's rock from left to right. Breathe in. Nice big inhale again. Exhale, let's take it the other way. Inhale, push out those knees, rock from left to right, or stay stationary, whatever works within yourself. We'll go for one more on each side. Big inhale. Exhale, open up those arms. Take the gaze up. And inhale back. Rock from left to right. And then nice big inhale. That back's nice and straight. And open up those arms. Exhale. Lovely. Right, we're going to slowly but surely take our hands to the mat and lift that butt, shake the hips, and we're going to bring our feet together in the middle of our mat. We're going to take a nice big inhale up, taking those hands above head, stretching the entire self, pushing up, and we'll come to the front of our mat again. Right, we're going to find our lizard pose like we do every Wednesday. So we're going to fold forward, bend at the knees if you need to, take our hands to the floor, and let's set back our left foot. We're going to find our lizard. So we're going to take that knee down, that left knee down. We're going to take that right hand and bring it to the inner side of that foot. And we are going to take that foot and angle it so the big toe is facing towards that corner of our mat. So we've got our lizard pose. And we are keeping that foot nice and grounded. The toes, the heels, everything is staying nice and put on that mat. We're going to take our hands and take them out in front. And we're going to do some elbow dips. So we're going to inhale deeply. And then on the exhale, we're going to take our elbows down to where we can. Inhale up. Exhale, taking them down, and you take them to where you can. If you can't get them to the floor, don't stress. It comes with practice. Inhale. Exhale down. Let's go one more. Inhale up. Inhale, exhale. Cool. All right. Bring those hands so they're in line with that foot again. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to take her up to the ceiling. Take our gaze up with it. Take a round of breath. Bring her back. Right, now we're going to lift that back foot. So we've got that leg off the ground now. And again, we're going to take that right hand to the sky and we're looking past the fingers. Breathe in. Cool. Bring her back. Rock backwards and forwards. And we're going to come back to a high plank. So bring that right leg back. We've got our high plank. And from here, we're going to find our lizard on the other side. So that left foot now comes forward to the outer side of that left hand. We're going to drop that knee. Take the foot and angle her, the big toes towards the corner of the mat. Find our lizard. Take our hands out in front. And again, we're going to do 4 dips. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Let's take them down to where you can. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keeping that foot nice and grounded. Inhale up. And exhale down. Fabulous. Right. Coming back, those hands in line with that foot. We're taking that left hand up to the sky, taking our gaze with it. A round of breath. Bring her back. And taking that back foot and we're lifting that leg. And again, we're lifting that left hand, opening up the chest, taking the gaze up. A few rounds of breath. Awesome. Bring her back. Rock backwards and forwards. And we're going to bring that foot back to our high plank. Alright, so we've got our high plank 2 pigeon switches, half pigeon switch. So we're going to try and keep everything nice and stable. And we're just going to bring forward that right knee and drop her behind that right wrist. Drop the back leg. Open up the chest. Inhale deeply. Come back to the high plank. And we do the other side. So left knee comes behind left wrist. Drop it. Drop that knee. Point the toe. Open the chest. Deep inhale. And back to high plank. And again, right side. Drop the knee. Point the toes. Open the chest. Back to high plank. Last one. Awesome. Cool. Right, let's find our high plank. Again, we're holding nice and strong. We're breathing cool, calm, and controlled. We got our downward dog flow now. So coming back, bringing those heels down to our mat, we're finding our downward dog. Let's take a round of breath. Deeply inhale. Fully exhale. Right, on the next inhale, we're going to gently roll forward, coming to like our tippy toes. So inhale, we exhale, we let our knees come and hover over our mat, and we push our butt back to a hovering childlike position, and then back to dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back to dog. Inhale. And we do not let those knees touch our mat, and find a flow. It feels good within your own self. You can take it fast, you can take it slow. Just connect the movement with the breath. Let's go 5 more. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Awesome. Pulling that chest towards our mat, seeing if we can get our heels as close as we can to that mat. Don't be afraid to shift your feet or your hands. Move into the pose to feel the comfort. And find the limits, just to push through that a little bit. Awesome. All right. We now find our butt to the mat. We've got our leg raises. So, as we do every Wednesday, fingertips next to our thighs, pointed toes, 5 raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the heels down, reach, fold forward, and again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels to the ground, fold forward. The chest is coming towards the knees, not the head. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels to the mat and fold to where you can. Right, now we straddle. So legs apart, fingertips at the side, point the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heels to the ground. Reach to where you can, even if it's the shin. You can try this center with your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that one's a bit harder. Move, don't be afraid to shift your body. And last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop, fold. Cool. All right. We now have our Sphinx push-ups. So we find our forearms. We've got our Sphinx arms, and we lift up. So we've got a high plank position. I always say high plank. I mean a forearm plank. Bear with me. Right. So you can choose to stay here, or you can choose to give it a try. So you could even start with just one side. So inhale, lift one. Breathe, exhale, inhale, lift the other. And then see if you can bring them down together. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, other side. And then let them drop together. Or we can inhale, lift both up. Exhale down. Or you can stay in your Sphinx pose. So let's go for 10. Or whatever you've got going on. So you work with what you can do. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, you can play around. 8, 9, and 10. Let's hold our last one. And breathe. All right, let's lower down back to our elbows. Hold our plank and drop the knees. Point the toes. Push that butt back and find our child. Find our final pose, our child's pose. Stretch those hands out as far as you can. Namaste, fellow movement enthusiasts. Thank you for joining along and subscribing. It's very, very, very much appreciated. See you tomorrow. Day 52 ticked off.